What are you doing down there? What you got going on, Scooby? Where's he at? Go get him. Who's that over there? Who's that over there? Go get him. Scooby's playing aggressive, dominant dog. That's all right. Step on his paws. He likes that. That's why he's in our way over here. Go get him. Go get out. Get out of my way. Come on, go. Go play. Come on, get your butt out of the way. Don't play with my foot. Get out of my way. See, now he thinks he's playing. Get out of my way. You're in my way. Dog. That lousy mutt. You guys are getting away when you're trying to work. See, he's in the way. Okay, so what's the proper way of picking up that heavy ass thing on the floor? It's real simple. I'll move this out over there. Put that over there. Look out. Scooby, move your butt. Move your butt, Scooby. How heavy is it?
Heavy.
It's heavy? It's just like picking up a motor. Yeah.
Man, here's one of the nuts you were missing.
I hear a Scooby dog making noise again. You doing my nuts? You lost my nuts. Hey, quit making so much noise over there.
Gold grumbly.
Scooby thinks he's important.
She's just like, what? I don't even hear him.
I'll fix that dog.
She's all.
I'll fix that dog.
You know about that, don't you, Pepper?
Look, I got extra nuts over here.
Those on the floor behind
Your
you.
lousy camera. Your camera isn't doing a very good shot over there. Okay, now we got to square this thing up. So we got to dump it up on the table here first. Why'd you do that?
Because.
I already have what I want to do.
Oh, okay.
You're not helping me when you're doing stuff. I already had what I wanted. I've done this before, you know. So you put this side where you want it. Now it's moved because somebody moved it on me. Right where I wanted it. So you center it up on the slot. You put light tension on it so it pivots off of this point and doesn't move.
Gotcha.
And then you move this one where you want it. And then you put light tension on it. Then you put your indicator up here and you indicate it in to make sure it's square. So you know where it all is. You didn't do any of that, did you? The table's way too high.
This is where I need.
Do you need guidance?
This is where I do.
You see that handle over there?
More work, yeah.
Turn it. Let's go the other way. And when this hits up to here or here, we're in the right spot. Alright, good. Okay. Now we go until it touches. You zero it. So when the needle climbs, that's the high spot. When it goes down, the low spot. Get a good view of that shirt on the back.
So you run it forwards and backwards.
You can't see any of that stupid camera over here. So, now we have an indicator zeroed. Now as the zero goes this way, it's getting closer to me. When it goes that way, this other way, it's getting further. So when you move this dial over here with a crank, it'll change. See, that's not hitting. And there we're hitting, you go to zero. Now you go ahead and turn this crank over here, or you hit the power feed. I'm lazy, so we do the power feed. And we see what the dial does. So the dial's getting heavier. So this went closer to me, so that means we're turned like this. So that means we need to move this side that way or move this side toward me. Which way you want to go?
Away.
Away? How far away?
Half of.
Half the air?
Half of.
Half the air. He's pretty good. He's done this before. It doesn't always move that way though. Okay, now we re-zero it. Okay, crank that thing the other way. Crank it or turn the button. You have to engage it. There you go. Now if you hit the button, it goes faster. You notice how it's getting further away? I gotta start hitting it toward me. When the dial quits moving, in this case it's going up. Yeah, hold on. We're getting here a ways. Okay, I'm gonna re-zero it. Okay, now we're gonna feed it out and see how much it moves. Hit the button, let's go. Drop half a thou.
Not bad.
So that side's now low over there. 1.5 thou. Okay, turn it the other way. Let's go back. The other way. Okay. Okay, hold on. One hit. Go. There, stop. Okay, now we adjusted it a little bit. Okay, let's go back the other way. The other way. Okay, crank it. We're at half. We're still at half. We're still at half. Hey, we're still at half. Okay, you like that half? Okay, turn it off. So you're happy at half all the way across? Now that was about 6 inches travel, right? Okay, now you tighten it down. Notice how that moves slightly. You come over and crank this side down.
That's the hard part, tightening it and getting it.
Now if you want to double check it, you crank it back the other way. Looks like it pretty much stays the same. Alright, we moved about 1/4 of a thou, a couple tenths at most. That was in about 5-6 inches. So. Alright, so we're done with that part. Now for the fun part, I gotta put the angle plate on there. I do that thing down there. So get this out of the way, table's in the way. So here's the angle plate. I'm gonna say keep everything in one spot so you don't lose it. Get this up out of the way. That's how you do that. Okay, now you clean this off. Did you wipe that off? There you go. Now just lay it down on the table. We didn't clean it right there. You didn't clean the table. There's dirt on the table because I just cleaned this off.
She's telling him to play.
There you go. Okay, now we got to find the directions. Where's your directions?
Did you make this too?
I got some instructions over here. Okay, there's the instructions.
Instruction manual.
Not that one, that's some other instructions for somebody else. Okay, you can almost read these. They're kind of going dissipating, but... So there's your panhead. Like those instructions?
It's the same ones that's been in here since I met you.
These are my newer instructions on the back. These are STD shovel heads. This is panhead old. You notice I put old down? These are old instructions. Which head are we doing? This is old. For the rear head. Which head is this?
That is front.
Front? Which one is it?
Rear.
Rear head. Which one's this?
That's a rear head.
That's a front head. That's a rear head. Which one needs to be worked on? Rear head. Okay, so up here, this is our dimension we need. So, here's where the angle plate goes up on there. This picture looks like it's on the other side though. So we gotta figure that out. And this is old on it, which means I have to find new directions. Now what's the difference between old and directions and new directions? I got down low at 53.6 degrees. Panhead rear 53.3 degrees was the updated number. So I went from 6 to 3 on the angle. See how it says 3 on there. Angle plate is at 36 degrees. Rear head, exhaust. So we gotta hold that at 36 degrees. So this has to be held up at 36 degrees angle. And which angle does that need to be at? needs to be right like this. So it's 36 degrees at an upward angle. Gotta be held right like that. Got that? That's this thing over here. Here, hold on to this. What are you doing, texting?
My kid just he's having a problem with the Dana 60 axle.
This has to go in there like this. One of these angles like this. Looks like these two bolt holes here are the two we're going to be grabbing hold of. See how they line up? It looks like the exhaust spigot's halfway close. So we know we need this at 36 degrees, wasn't it? And then it gets 36 degrees. Got a lot here in my way. Okay, so where's our T-nuts? See our T-nuts? Too long. You taking pictures of me already?
Yes. Hell no, I wouldn't take no pictures of you. I was taking pictures of the mill.
Okay, that's good.
Something that's actually worth looking at.
Yeah, I know. Take pictures of me. I'll break the camera. Okay, so what's 36 degrees look like? Be like that much. All right. Is that 36 degrees?
Roughly. Roughly.
Is that 36 degrees? This one or that one? I'm thinking that's closer to about 45 to
That's
48.
49 right there.
Yeah, see, I was right. Look out. So, let's drop this one down. What do we got now? It's close.
37 and a half.
You know, I'm maxed out, so I need more. So we need to change it again in a different spot. I bet you that would be about right.
Come back a bit.
I gotta put the tools in first. Go. Next problem is see how far off we gotta be. I'm gonna be able to cut right here. I'm running out of room here. See if the ram's up over there? Camera. Supposed to be at 10 inches. What's it at?
Ram is at, can't say, I think it's 9, 8.
Yeah, it's a couple inches off. So that means I have to just shove it this way further. And hopefully I have enough room to go in here and cut the head. Because right now I can't cut the head. I still got another inch or so I can go this way on the table. So we'll just let it overhang on the end. It's not quite as rigid because I'm not using any of this here, but close enough. Okay, what angle we got right now?
Very close to 36. I think you were 35. We got to pull some out of it. 42 right now.
42 degrees? Holy crap.
36 and a half.
Yeah, we'll get it topped out. Still right there?
33, 8.
33?
32.
That means I went enough. So maybe tighten that up a little bit. Go down this way.
Hold it, hold it, hold it. 36, 1. 36, 2. 35 and a half. Good. 36 degrees.
See how you're not straight here?
Mm-hmm.
When you make it straight, it changes on you.
Wow.
That's how you cheat and get to split the angles. You get a little extra accuracy. How far does it have to go off center before it changes? See, right now we're at 39, 35.9. It's not changing, see? So you have to be way over here to get 36 where you had it. So I'm not at 36, I'm at 39.5 and some change. So we just go over and give it a little love tap. Best if you don't have the tool on there when you do it. .36 that way. 35.9.
A tenth of a degree.
Yep. See, they're way over here again, so I didn't move it yet. I moved it twice. I felt it move twice. See, we're at 36, 36.1, see. So we're at 36, skied over pretty far. And this way over here we're at 36.1. See, I went too much. Dumbass, hit it too hard. That's that second hit. Didn't move. I'm at a bad angle to try to hit it.
Mm-hmm. A lot easier to pound it the other way.
Yep. Yeah, we just keep hitting it until it moves. It's doing something, it's just not moving where I want it to. Okay, so we went back to 9 again. 36.0. 36.0. 36.0. Reset it, see if it repeats. See how it doesn't not repeat. 36, straight, straight, go the other way, we're still at 36, so we're slightly low, but close. One hit. You gotta hit it hard enough to move it, see?
That's it. Start over.
Not moving. Yeah. All the way. See how many full tight. .36, 35.9. Straighten it out, goes at 36. Cock it over, we're still at 36. Cock it way over, we go at 36 again. So we're more above 36 and under 36. So we're pretty close. Okay, now, I have to bolt the head on there.
Oh!
Guilty. Where is my 5/8 shaft? Okay, we're back with myself again. We had the wrong dimension on this. So I had to make it 53.5 degrees. There's the light. So there we go, 53.5. Of course now it's showing 4 for some reason. That makes me look bad. It's right there. That kind of sucks. We're almost dead straight too. Alright. Thought I had it. Alright, we'll just kick this up just a little bit. Hopefully did some movement there. Tighten that down. Go back and check it again. Uh-oh. Switch is off. 53.3. What the hell? 3.4. I went the wrong direction. Alright, this goes down. Okay, loosen it up a little bit. Instead of going up, go down. Touchy. Keep hitting until it moves. Not that I'm picky or anything. There we go. There's 4, 4, 5. Okay, so that far off center, which is pretty far off center, went to 5. We're on center. Reset it. Goes right back to 5. Kick it over center a little bit. Still at 5. So about in there is where it goes to 5 from 4. There's 4. 5. So we're about that far off the center, which is quite a bit actually. And we're at that far off center the other way, which is slightly more than the other one. Alright, so we're pretty close. Make sure this is tight. It's tight now. Try it again. 53.5. There it goes. You had to think about where it wanted to be. 4, 4, 4, 5. About the same point. Okay. I got that figured out. Alright, so that's 54. Okay, now these are my dimensions here. This is the original sheet from 20, 30, probably 30 years ago I made this. Been revised a little bit here and there. This is shovel head, this is pan head, shovel on top. This here is, when I was doing all the pan head stuff a couple years ago. I redid all of these heads. So these were good heads that had good spigots on them, like this head here would have a good spigot. So this is a front head 65, so it'll be on my list because I would have done it. So here's a front head. 65 was right here. So there's the dimensions for that head. These are all different heads I did. Got hours and hours of work here, but so on the rear head, which is what we're working on here, it's the rear head. I got 1, 2, 3. I only had 3 different good heads to use. I got actually I got 4. I got the 65 head, which is probably the, this is what the 58, this is the 58 head, 65 heads are over here. So this exhaust spigot here, which looks good, it's a nice good original port. That's this dimension right here, 53.5 degrees with a 50 thou shim under it. The 48 head, which is could be one of those down there, because those are, no, those are 50 heads, excuse me. 48 head I did. It was 2/10 more degree with 25 instead of 50 shim. Here's a 55 head I did, 53.5 degree with 93 shim, and a 60 head I did 53.5 with a 103. So we had 3 heads that were 53.5 degrees and 1 53.3. So this is my updated sheet. We're using 53.5. Originally I had 53.35. It's gone back and forth. So it looks like I'm up to 5 now. So anyway, that's what's dimension. The shim is how much rotation you got on the plate over there. We'll show you that in a minute. So these are the offset dimensions where the port is relative to the bolt hole here in one of these holes over here. Because when you weld up a complete port here, you got nothing to go by. You have to kind of go something to center it up off of. So that's what those dimensions are, and these are all the different numbers for the different ear heads again. So you take all your averages, you average them out, and you come up with a new cheat sheet you're going to use. So this is the new sheet here that I'm using. So that was on video number 183 and 182 of the panhead those are the 58, 59 panhead videos I did. There's a bunch of them in there. Anyway, this is all the information off of that setup. So anyway, that's what we're going to do. So we're going to duplicate this list, not this list. They're similar, but they're slightly different. So this is the one we're using. I've also checked STD heads too, and of course they're different than everything else, so what a shocker. So I come off the Harley heads. I figure Harley knew what they were doing at once. The only problem is every head you measure is different, so yeah, I guess they don't know what they're doing after all. Alright, so we're going to work on that. Let's see, this is going to be hard to do because I'm going to be blocking a lot of view here. So basically we'll go into that. First thing we're going to do is get our hardware, which is back down over here. So this is my bag of hardware. Okay, so these are our bolts we're going to use. Sometimes you get 3, sometimes you get 2. Okay, get our calipers out. Make sure they zero. They do now. After get a quarter to 2.5 thou with the dirt on them. Okay, so the shim on this particular one is 98 thou. So we're going to get 98 thou worth of shim. So we got to find 98 thou. There's 109. That is too much. So we need to come up with some 98 thou worth of shims. Kinds of tools in here. The spark plug tool. Lots of different tools. Okay, what's this one here? Ooh, 97.5. That's pretty close to 98 in my book. So that's probably why they're marked in red, because I was using them. Looks like I was using one of these ones too. Let's try that other washer, see what that gives me. 97.5. 98, 98. There we go. We picked up a 1/2 thou. So we're going to use that combination. Get it right where we wanted it. Okay, so that gives me that number. We need 2 bolts, which we have here. And we need 2 of our, which we don't have right now. Great. I used them on something else. I need to steal. There we go. I need one of these right here. So we have to go over here and steal some more stuff out of the kits over here buried. That's why you buy multiple hold down kits, so you get the tools you need. Unless these are 2 different ones too, but that's okay, they'll work. Okay, got a wrench here. Here's our head. And we're going to go on this other side. Tripod stays, this twists around. Whoop. Okay. So you got an angle plate on top of a tilting table angle plate. This gives you compound angling. So we only need to get this one angle this way. The head rotates this way to get the second angle. It's multiple planes. So that gives us like 4 different axes to play with. Maybe more than that. Let's see, we got 3 in the mill. We got this one, we got this one, and we got a rotation. That's 6 axes. There you go. It would take a 6-axis mill to do this. We'll be back. Okay, so these go on the back side of the angle plate with a bolt. Like this. Goes over the slot. This threads into the head, and that's what holds it all together. The shim goes between the bolt and the slot. That's what cocks the head up. And the location of that is right here in our drawing. It goes in the 3rd slot, this one, and it goes underneath the inner, this side of the left hole is where the shim goes. The bolt sits on top of the plate on this side. So you get all that? Actually, these are on top, not on the bottom. Okay, the head goes on the back side. Okay, so 3rd slot down. Obviously that's not going to fly, it's the 4th one. There's no way it can be the 3rd one. Port's in the way. Okay. And these bolts do not want to go in these holes. So that means I'm going to have to chase the threads. More delays. Yeah, so now I get to do more work. Okay, so now I get to do some more work over here. Get the tripod out of the way a little bit. First thing we do is get a 7/16 fine thread tap. And a driver. That'd be this thing. 7/16 is probably the big fat one right here. Yeah, it looks like a 7/16 to me. Oh, it says 7/16 on it. That'd be a good choice. We'll use this one. Back around over here. Let's get our plans up out of the way so I don't get them all dirty. More they already are anyway. Cutting oil. Right there. Okay, I got to tap out these holes. So, now they got a thing called forming taps. This is a regular tap. Regular taps will cut. Forming taps kind of swedge metal back around. I have some swedging taps I bought someplace, or forming taps. But I usually just use the cutting taps. Here I was cutting the crud out the bottom of the hole there. And I usually go a little bit further deeper while I'm at it, just in case they bottom out. There, I went all until just the bottom of the hole. That was a couple more turns than what Harley did. Alright, there's how much crud came out. Now, I do have chips on there because I did cut deeper than stock. Most of the stuff in here is rust, if you can tell. These heads were pretty corroded. Okay, now we're cutting new threads now. Half, 1, 1.5, 2. And I got free. Ah, don't hit yourself. Okay, that one had less rust buildup on that one. So every one of these holes will be different. So you get your tapping fluid on there. Start. There it goes. See, it's cutting as it's going in. Half, 1, 1.5, 2, 2.5, 3. Almost 3.5 turns extra. And you can see the rust that was coming out of that one. Most of the time you don't have to do this, but when the heads are nasty like this, you have to do it. We skipped not doing it, and yeah, we come back and do it anyway. So now I'm going to do all the heads while I'm at it. And when I'm set up to do it, we'll just do them all. It's easier. Okay. That was pretty clean. Even cutting the chips, you don't see too many chips, but it was caught in there. So that first hole we did was the nastiest one. That was by the exhaust port. It had the most rust in it. It's this one here, not the one closest next to it. Okay. And we got that many chips. Now the reason we're able to go in deeper, this is the bottoming tap. It's threaded right to the first thread. If you look at how the tap's made, it's got a thread right to the very bottom. I've ground it down until it was a bottoming tap. This is not going to work on making a brand new hole. This is strictly for cleaning up holes. When you cut away the starting edge like that, it makes it really hard to make new holes or new threads. Okay, I'm going to blow all that crap out of the holes. Nice and clean, see? Appears to have some rust build up in the heads. Doesn't matter every time you blast them, they still have crud in them. Alright. Now you can see in there I cut to the bottom of the holes. See at the very bottom of the hole it's got fresh metal cut. That's because I cut deeper. Alright, I'm going to do all the heads. We'll be back.